1090 in Baltimore. Ravens Radio Network. The Lions over the Ravens. Monday Night Football. Seen on ESPN last night. And you can be a part of Unsportsmanlike Nation on the Dr. Pepper call-in line at 888-SAY-ESPN. That's 888-729-3776. ESPN Nation presented by Dr. Pepper. It's not college football season without the delicious taste of an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. College football, it's a pepper thing. 38-30. Detroit beats Baltimore. 4 rushing touchdowns, 224 rushing yards, 2 drives of 90-plus yards for the Lions. A fumble by Derrick Henry late, a failed 4th down early, and that's part of this story. Michelle Smallman, Chris Canty, Evan Cohen with you. Good morning, everybody. How are we doing today?
How you think I'm doing?
Nope.
Welcome aboard to none of your teams winning like the rest of us this weekend.
How do you think I'm doing?
Well, there's other people. I was asking both of you. So.
Okay, all right.
And you? You're not going to comment on... All right, Cece, back to you.
No.
Since Smalls has nothing there.
I feel better today than Cece does as our resident Raven here, but I'm pretty surprised to see the Baltimore Ravens sitting there at 1-2 to open the season. First time that Baltimore has a losing record after 3 games for the 3rd time in Harbaugh's 18 seasons as a coach. This is not great for Baltimore, who all of a sudden, we talked about the pressure that's on them anyway, but with the Chiefs not looking like the Chiefs, this feels like the moment for those teams in the AFC that have been knocking on the door for years now to finally step forward and take advantage of maybe the path that they have in front of them if the Chiefs aren't as formidable. And the Ravens, not off to a great start.
All right, so as a former Raven, what bothers you the most about what you saw from your ex-team last night?
They got bullied from pillar to post.
Oof.
And that doesn't happen normally for that team.
That never happens in Baltimore, ever. Last night we saw something that we've never seen before. The Baltimore Ravens gave up 224 yards rushing. It's the most since week 6 of 2017. The Baltimore Ravens were held under 100 yards rushing for the 2nd week in a row, which has never happened in the Lamar Jackson era of Ravens football. Right now, what we're about to do the next 10 minutes is give you the anatomy of an ass whipping, because that's what happens. And I'm calling people out by name today because I'm upset.
Oh.
So those defensive tackles, Travis Jones, Broderick Washington, John Jenkins, Brent Urban, y'all got manhandled by some pups from the Detroit Lions. They had issues at the guard position. There's been turnover on the interior of that offensive line. Guess what? They had no issues last night. They was running those double team blocks, that duo play, and they was making them love it. As my former coach, Clarence Brooks, God rest his soul, would always say, they were making you love it, big fella. Making you love it. Making you love it. Rubbing your nose in it. You knew what was coming. Smalls, the worst feeling in football is when you know they're going to run the ball. They know you know that they're going to run the ball. And as a defense, ain't a damn thing you can do to stop it. That's what they got last night from David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah.
I know that everybody gets caught up in the fluff and the trick plays and the option at the goal line from Amon-Ra St. Brown to Jahmyr Gibbs. That's a cute play. The throwback to Jared Goff and then he throws a strike downfield. That's a cute play. But what it really was is running straight at you, no fair dodging, and there was not a damn thing the Baltimore Ravens could do about it. The players didn't do anything about it. The coaching staff didn't get any answers for it, and that's an embarrassment for John Harbaugh and his bunch. Roquan Smith's supposed to be an all-pro middle linebacker. Couldn't find him last night. Couldn't see him. Malachi starts at the goal line in the 2nd quarter, unblocked in the hole. Gets run over slow by David Montgomery. Say, bro, what's happening? Marlon Humphrey. Amon-Ra St. Brown in the 3rd quarter, giving him a stanky leg on a double move. Let's go. Touchdown. The Detroit Lions did whatever they wanted to the Baltimore Ravens. Whatever they wanted. And it's not as if the Ravens didn't catch any breaks in this game, because I thought the Ravens did. They bookended the half with scores, and let's be honest about one thing. Lamar Jackson got away with one because Brian Branch should have got a pick on that first drive of the second half. He got away with one. Derrick Henry got away with one on the halfback pass into the end zone. Should have been picked off. It wasn't. They ended up scoring a touchdown on it. But the Ravens had an opportunity to take control of that game, and they couldn't seize it. They couldn't get the stops when they needed to. They couldn't impose their will from a physical standpoint when they needed to. When you got goal to go from the 1 yard line with 3 shots to get points and you walk away empty-handed, that is unacceptable. That is not the standard. That is not the version of Lamar Jackson that we're accustomed to seeing on primetime. The dude was sacked 7 times, a career high. Credit to the Detroit Lions. They had a great rush plan, but a lot of that is on Lamar. A lot of that is on the offense. And so as a former Raven, I'm extremely disappointed in that team because I thought that they would have more urgency about how they go about their business. And I ain't even get to Derrick Henry fumbling the ball. I ain't even get there.
Go ahead.
What is there to say? 3 straight games, you have a fumble. 2 of them consequential in terms of determining the outcome of your team's game.
Shocking.
Hold the damn ball. This is not your MO. You're not a fumbler. But now the word is out on the street, and everybody's going to be attacking that football because they know you'll give it up. It's not the Baltimore Ravens. That's not the franchise that I know. That's not the team that I know. The Detroit Lions came into their house and beat the Ravens at their own game on Monday Night Football for the world to see. If that ain't enough to get them fired up at the castle and get them going, I don't know what will.
Derrick Henry postgame after his fumble on that punch out from Aiden Hutchinson down 28-24, 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line after a field goal by Baltimore to cut it to 28-24. Detroit then had a 3-and-out. Baltimore gets the ball back, thinking, okay, this is it, here we go. And Derrick Henry fumbles the football. Here is his post-game apology for the future Hall of Famer.
Awesome words, just keep working in practice, try to put emphasis on it in practice and try to work on as hard as I can. Just crazy right now. 3 games straight. That happened in my career. Straight fumbles in critical moments. And just, ain't a good feeling. I apologize to Rock Nation, and just gonna keep working and get this fixed.
So, from our stats and information group, Derrick Henry in 2025 has 2 fourth-quarter fumbles and 10 rushes. From 2016 through 2024, he had 2 fourth-quarter fumbles and 595 rushes.
Oof.
What's the difference? How does something like that change? How do you go from, and I understand the team last night is a very good team, we know that, but Derrick Henry is above playing against, or so we thought, above playing against a great defense and altering his game. He's going to be a first ballot Hall of Fame player. No question. So what changes? Is it age? You certainly can't bring up strength. The guy is as strong as could be. I assume he's not holding the football any differently than he did with the Titans. And
so when I'm looking at what's happened in the early going of this season, I have to attribute it to being a mental issue. I don't think it's a physical mistake. It didn't look as if he was lax carrying the football last night. And when you hear about the player going to the sideline and asking the other players, the coaching staff, what did they see? Was he holding the ball loose? Did it get away from his body? When he's asking those questions, it's clear that he's trying to work on trying to get past, and yet he's not able to overcome it as of yet. So it's starting to become a thing for the Baltimore Ravens. And I asked the question after the loss to the Buffalo Bills about the Ravens' mentality. And you just wonder about the psyche of this football team moving forward when they play against quality opponents. It was a question that I asked after week 1, and I think it bears repeating.
Well, that counteracts in some ways, but maybe not, what Smalls asked prior to the season, or said prior to the season, which is, I don't really care what the Ravens do in the regular season. I care how they play in the postseason. Your 2 points kind of are combined because the types of teams they play in the postseason is the type of team we saw last.